One of this game's purest recyclers, Jeff Hardy, Acrobat at 4 stars. Thank you to Fleming, the Avatar Wizard, for this footage of Jeff. I'm going to run him for speed here with George the Animal Steel and Cesaro instead of Matt. Jeff is a multiply gem guy, but I think his best recycling build is with Steel and Cesaro. A green match on turn 1 gets you both of those green moves filled for turn 2. If you don't, you're going to be at least turn 3. If you don't get a match on turn 2, only one of the green moves is filled, and you really want to run them together. So a bad board can get Jeff off to a rough start. But we've got both of our greens filled now, making 4 blue gems into ×3 multiply gems. This move lets you choose 4 blue gems to destroy. More often than not, you're choosing the multiply gems. Fleming only chose 3 of the 4 there because he only needed that many to fill his blue, and he didn't want to cause a pin because you want to get that blue move off. With Cesaro on it destroys up to 9 green gems, which refills, so you can see how he recycles. Very next turn, we're set to go again with the greens and blues. You can see a potential issue against high health guys. Look at the amount of green gems that are on the board. There's only 2 left there. So if you were going against a guy with 250, 300,000 health, on this second time around, if you don't finish him off with this finisher, you see there's only 2 green gems to destroy. So that's where the recycling can get stalled against some really high health guys. But usually the second time around, Jeff can finish guys off. Go against a striker here with good kick out ability and who can cause some damage. Again, a pretty dry start with no green match on the board. And on the second turn as well. So you can see that second green is not going to be filled on the next turn without a match here. Well, that was friendly. So a little luck gave us all 3 moves filled here on turn 3. Otherwise, you saw there with the dry board to start, as far as green gems goes, Jeff was going to be turn 4 without that nice wild card cascade that he got. So that's where even with Steel, if you don't get green off the start, your recycling gets set back at least a turn if you don't get those green matches. So Big Boss Man kicked out easily, and we're now on to the second wave of recycling. Boss Man only has 50 some odd health yet, so this second time around is going to finish him off. But we can talk about this choose to destroy move, this blue finisher that we're about to get to. If we even get that far, this could finish him off here with these multi-gems. Remember Cesaro, when Jeff first came out, Cesaro used to work on that move as well. It was a bit of a glitch. He's only supposed to destroy green gems. He was destroying blue gems as well, which made Jeff absolutely elite. But that has been fixed, and Cesaro only works on that finisher where you're destroying green gems. go for a class disadvantage here. Powerhouse has the 25% edge over Acrobats. So we'll go against the British Bulldog and see what kind of damage can be done against us if we get off to another one of these slow starts. And again, we do with no green match turn one. Wow, a nice cascade. So Fleming's getting some Danish fortune here with his filling those green moves on turn 2 so that he's ready to go turn 3. That's a common issue with Jeff if your opponent doesn't do much damage to you on his first couple of turns, is that choose to destroy the multiply gem moves can cause some pins. So here's the move I was talking about with Cesaro. Destroys 9 greens. The board is now pretty much devoid of green. So if we get around to needing that second recycle, like I said, there's no greens there for Cesaro to destroy anymore. But that's going to be against your really high HP guys to begin with. Second cycle around, Jeff's usually getting the job done, but you see how much damage he's taken against the Powerhouse in the meantime. These moves that Jeff is getting off constantly are not super high damage moves, which is why you need to go through them a couple of times. And every time you need to reset and go through your moves, you're taking damage. And you can see, if you're talking about a feud, that's probably 7 or 8 health packs to refill Jeff before the next brawl. So not cheap. See him in a tag match here with his brother Matt, and this time we'll show you his multiply gem build with Matt Hardy and Cesaro training. So no George the Animal Steel. So this is where you do really need a nice green friendly board off the start, and that's about as friendly as you can get. Both green moves ready to go. Now these multi-gems become 5 times. So that's what the Matt Hardy boost does for you. So this move's gonna hit for much bigger damage. It's gonna cause a pin. Now there's a widely known glitch with Jeff Hardy, is sometimes when those 5x multiply gems with Matt training him cause a pin. Look at his blue. He destroyed 5 times multiply gems, 4 of them, and it did not fill his blue. That's a known glitch, which is apparently going to be fixed. It's a file that in the coming soon folder, the fix on Jeff. But that's something you can run into that can cause you some issues. 4-star Big Show has done what he does, and that's just litter the board with botch gems. For those of you who think Big Show has always been a bit of a joke in this game, he is no joke at 4-star. He's got some big moves where it just leaves the board covered in botch gems and there's just no way to kick out. So I'm gonna try to get some footage of the Big Show to show you exactly how that works in practice. So this time we're choosing our 4 gems to destroy. The blue move was already full, so we don't know if that one was glitched too, but John Cena, the Showboat's not kicking out. So there's a bunch of different looks at Jeff Hardy at 4 stars. Some issues, but a pretty good recycler still.